everyone, welcome to Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. I'm Jill.
And I'm Nick.
It's our special holiday episode and our season finale.
We got all kinds of good stuff to show you, but first we want to thank our sponsor, Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. All right, well, let's get things started with our movie segment. We have Marc. I can't wait to see what kind of crazy holiday costume he's got on. Come on out, Marc. Let's see what you're wearing today. What is with this?
I'm Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation.
That is the worst Cousin Eddie. Are you serious? Come on.
No, not really. Have you seen the weather outside? The traffic was horrible. I was late getting here.
All right, just do your movies, will you?
Well, since it's Christmas, there's a lot of movies coming out, and here they are. First up is Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which is the reboot of the Robin Williams classic and stars the comedy triple threat of Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black. This time around, our players get sucked into a video game and have to survive in a jungle. They should try surviving a Michigan winter.
Cake? Isn't that your weakness?
Something happening to me? Am I shaking? Am I still black?
Yes.
Okay, we're fine. Everything is fine. It's all good.
Hugh Jackman stars as P.T. Barnum in The Greatest Showman, which is an original musical about the birth of show business. One day they'll have to make a movie like this about me.
The world was ashamed of us. But you put us in the spotlight. You gave us a real family.
Also coming out is Downsizing. Matt Damon stars as a man who believes his life would be better if he shrinks himself. The only thing I'd like to shrink is my stomach.
Do you understand that you will undergo the permanent and irreversible medical procedure commonly known as downsizing, and that your bodies will be approximately 0.0364% of their current mass and volume?
Hey, look, there's even a chick flick coming out in the form of Pitch Perfect 3. This time around, the separated Bellas reunite for a USO tour competition. From the amount of money the first two movies made, trying to sell this idea to the studio couldn't have been too hard to pitch.
Bye-bye, Bellas.
What are you doing? Don't. If you cry, I'm gonna cry. Don't make that face.
I'm not doing it.
Don't make that face.
This is my regular face.
And finally, for those of you who just want to laugh, we have Father Figures, about twin brothers played by Owen Wilson and Ed Helms, who go on a road trip to find out the identity of their real father. What is this? Wedding Crashers meets The Hangover?
How does that work?
It was the crazy 70s. Monogamy wasn't exactly a priority.
I've always wondered where I got my zest for lovemaking.
Thanks, Cousin Eddie. Well, now we have a real treat for you. Here's Shannon.
Hey guys, and I come bearing gifts for Christmas. Nick, that's for you. Jill, for you, and this is for me. And these all actually happen to be my favorite beer labels of 2017. Let's go check them out.
This segment is sponsored by Bagger Dave's, a proud supporter of local craft beer. Stop in today for the best damn burger and beer.
To begin, I'd like to show you Undead Party Crasher from Clown Shoes Beer. Undead Party Crasher is an American Imperial Stout at 10.5%. So, if you take a close look at the label, you'll notice a slayer of the undead killing off a bunch of ugly monster lawyers. The beer originally had vampire in the title. Unfortunately, a beer importer that also happened to be a trademark attorney owned the rights to vampire used on alcoholic beverages. He went straight for the jugular and sued Clown Shoes. In a world full of uncertainty, hardship, and people trying to hold us back, do we need the undead and trademark attorneys too? Clown Shoes says, no, die monster, die! Not as crazy of a story, but containing an equally delicious beer is Nectar of the Goddess from Latitude 42 Brewing Company in Portage, Michigan. This is a 4.8% blood orange and passion fruit infused honey wheat. It tastes amazing as it is filled with popping fruit flavor and a clean finish. The can is also popping with color. You can't help but notice the attention to detail on this can label. It is truly a piece of art because tattoo artist Josh Garrix in Bay City created it. In fact, Garrix designs all the can artwork for Latitude 42, making them truly beautiful pieces that are almost too neat to throw into the recycling bin. Last but not least, I love a good shower beer. Who doesn't? For all you bath time beer drinkers, I have shower beer from Champion Brewing Company in Charlottesville, Virginia. It is a 4.5% Czech-style Pilsner that sings with fresh, clean maltiness and a spicy flavor and aroma. This beer isn't just fun. Shower beer also won the gold medal in the Bohemian-style Pilsner category at the 2015 Great American Beer Festival. So whether you're taking a shower, getting a tattoo, or killing zombies, I've got a beer label for you.
Thank you, Shannon. And now let's take it over to Joe, who's got a very special holiday-themed segment.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there. You caught me in the middle of my favorite pastime, trimming the tree with characters from movies and television and superheroes. My tree is covered in them, as you can see. And if you're wondering how you can add these characters to your tree, I'll show you. Follow me. I'm here at Werner's Hallmark in Lake Orion on Lapeer Road, and I'm here with Rita. And as you can see, there's this incredible display of ornaments behind her. Rita, people may be surprised to find out when Hallmark releases their new batch of ornaments every year. Do you want to talk about that?
Every year we have our premiere debut, always in July. It's called the Ornament Premiere. It is very well known to the Sears collectors. They usually already have the dream book that Hallmark releases every year. They've made their decision. They turn in their wish list to make sure that they always are going to get the ones that they've been waiting for and collected through the years.
Now, the thing that amazes me is the incredible collection of pop culture and comic books and television and movies. Talk about that.
It is amazing, and it's grown every year. When it used to be very much traditional, now it's definitely become much more of the movies that people are familiar with, the Christmas movies that they're familiar with, and that has started a whole new group of collectors.
What are some of the more unusual or popular ornaments that are out this year?
Well, the Star Wars is always a very, very strong group. They anticipate all the new ones coming. They like to make sure that they have all the collections, and Hallmark knows that, so they always make a certain group that is very, very collectible, and those are the ones that they're always in our July premiere, and people really, really like those because they're very, very special. So the Star Wars is very much, also the Star Trek.
Don't wait until the last moment to run out and get your Hallmark ornaments. They can sell out and often do. This is Joe Johnson at Werner's Hallmark in Lake Orion for Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi.
Thanks, Joe. I need some of those for my tree.
And now we've got our first commercial break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more comics, cheer, and sci-fi.
Been sober 51 years.
Yeah, 51 seconds. Cheers.
Out of all the burger and beer joints, you walk into this one. Good call, because now you're face to face with the best burger you'll ever have. Handcrafted, locally sourced, and grilled to perfection. Bagger Dave's. Locals wanted.
Hey fellas, these Howie's specials with Cajun crust must be yours. So, where's the game?
There's no game.
Hungry Howie's, how may I help you? Yeah, I can't.
These guys again? Well, at least they don't have an air horn.
Flavor fanatics love us because we make our dough fresh daily and have meal deals for any budget.
Hungry?
Howie's! Flavor fanatics welcome.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Thanks for sticking around. Here's some more comics, beer, and sci-fi.
Well, unfortunately, we have Brad up next. I'm afraid to see what he's got this.
Nothing up my sleeve. You're safe. We're here to talk about Christmas gifts. Who doesn't love robots?
Dr. Smith, Sarah.
Okay. We're gonna go over to LTU and talk to an expert on robots.
You know, we've been fascinated by robots for almost 100 years, starting as far back as 1927 with the silent movie Metropolis. This year, we had 4 major movies with robotic themes. Blade Runner 2049, my personal favorite, Transformers, Q's personal favorite, Alien Covenant, nobody's personal favorite, and Ghost in the Shell, yay, Black Widow. So we decided it would be interesting to speak to the Director of Robotics Engineering at LTU, Dr. Giscard Gfoury.
A lot of the different systems that you think are science fiction are actually engineering systems that people are designing and working on. Some people are influenced by the movie industry, so you see humanoid robots in the movies, but robotics is really a huge field, especially these days. It keeps on growing in terms of applications. Yes, we do see a lot of robots taking over the world in science fiction, but in reality, I think we're still in control. There's always a fear of any new type of system coming in. People are afraid of losing their jobs, people are afraid of losing control and robots taking over. But at the end of the day, we design robots, and you just have to overcome that psychological barrier, basically.
It's the robot AI pairing that makes people nervous. It's their programming that makes them behave badly. Think Skynet and Terminator. Think HAL and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Dave, I can't do that, Dave. I guess I'm glad I got my Master's of Engineering and Computer Science, so Skynet will keep me around a little longer if anything goes wrong with these robots.
It's a booming industry. The number of applications is increasing. You can go anywhere from a robot arm in the industry, but also all the cars that you see, the self-driving cars are actually robots. We have robots now that do surgery. Even your smartphones are really robotic systems. The number of people that are adopting robotic systems is increasing, and then obviously the pay and the job opportunities are increasing too.
We'd like to thank Dr. Gfoury for talking us down from our robophobia. And if you're interested in learning more about the robotics engineering program, go to ltu.edu.
And even though it's the holidays, Marvel and DC are still putting out their comics every week. Here's Casey and Aaron at Comic City.
Hey, you geeks and you sci-fi freaks. This is Comic Book Casey coming at you from Comics Beer and Sci-Fi. We are at Comic City in West Bloomfield, once again with my boy Aaron. We are here to talk about the latest and greatest of comic book releases this week. What do we have?
First off, we have Action Comics 993, where we find Booster Gold teamed up with Superman to go back in time to Krypton before it exploded.
Okay, now Booster Gold, you were telling me earlier, was a time-traveling cop. I thought he was a time-traveling thief. So you schooled me on that one. But let's be honest, Booster Gold got his powers by stealing a lot of stuff.
He did. He stole them from a museum that he was working at.
And with the help of Skeets. We can't forget Skeets, his little robotic artificial life form that helps him do things and tells him all his information. So he's time-traveling with Superman to help Superman do what exactly?
To find out if Mr. Oz is truly Jor-El from Krypton.
That's going to be a little interesting, and it seems like a little bit of a crossover there with the Watchmen thing.
It is. Mr. Oz was captured by Dr. Manhattan of the Watchmen.
Okay, now we're going to go into some X-Men action. We don't talk about X-Men often, but we're going to talk about some serious X-Men action today. What do we have?
Next, we have Jean Grey, number 10. It's all about the Phoenix Force coming to Earth. It's the Jean Grey from the past who was brought back to the future.
A lot of time traveling.
A lot of time traveling, but that's X-Men for you. And all the other hosts, previous hosts of the Phoenix are there with her.
So this is probably kind of a version of telekinetic Days of Future Past.
It all leads to the resurrection of the original Jean Grey.
Awesome. I can't wait to read that because I'm a huge X-Men fan, but I admit I strayed away just a little bit.
Yeah, she's been dead since 2003, so it's been a long time since she's been dead for a Phoenix, for an X-Men to be dead. Yeah, and most recently they just brought back Professor X in Astonishing X-Men numbers 9.
That's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to some more X-Men action. I know you got some more for me.
Yeah, the return of Jean Grey, Phoenix Resurrection. Jean Grey 10 leads directly right into this.
Sounds like X-Men number 2, the movie. We're going to mourn the loss of Jean Grey and celebrate her resurrection. And I'm going to mourn the loss of not working with you this holiday season. I'm going to miss you.
Me too, buddy.
Don't be shy. X-Men's Last Stand, man. Give it to me.
Thanks, guys. Those look great.
We're going to our next commercial break. Stick around. We'll be back with more comics, cheer, and sci-fi.
Merry Christmas from the Comics Beer and Sci-Fi crew.
Ho, ho, ho.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side. challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
Hi guys, it's Brittany G here at Able Ideas comic book production company, where we bring your ideas to life. Come check out our Birmingham office and see how we do here at Able Ideas.
Okay guys, you're almost there, but we need to make it look more real. It needs to pop off the page and grab you. Let's make it happen.
Let's go drop in on the art team.
Our team. Our clients want more realism.
No! Wait!
Well guys, hope you enjoyed checking us out. Make sure you follow us on social media. Able Ideas with a Z on Instagram, YouTube, and check out our website, ableideas.com. Make sure you order your comic books, and I gotta get out of here. Bye
Go!
guys!
Here's to the tradesmen, the service techs, the installers, the HVAC guys and women, the ones that work with their hands and take pride in keeping the rest of us comfortable. They succeed with hard work and don't have much respect for those that don't. They embody the grit of their city while quietly enjoying the American dream. Here's to the drink after work tasting even better, because they know it was earned. We don't frost brew our beer, and hot chicks won't appear if you drink it. Our beer doesn't come in a bow tie shaped can or need color indicators to tell you it's cold. It won't be delivered by Clydesdale horses, and to tell you the truth, we aren't the most interesting people in the world. Fact of the matter is, we don't tell stories. We just let our beer do the talking.
Welcome back to Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. Thanks for watching.
Up next is our favorite gamer girl with a great gift idea. Coming up, Samantha. Hi.
Hi.
What do you got for us?
Well, every gamer needs a cool controller, and I talked to a company in LA that makes custom ones.
Hi guys, this is Samantha with Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi, and I'm here with Eliza. Hello. She makes these awesome controllers for the Xbox and for PlayStation. When did you start doing this?
So we have two locations actually. So in Europe we started in 2014, and here in the United States 2016.
Okay, so it hasn't really been that long at all, but I'm sure they're selling pretty good.
Absolutely. People are interested in those, and because you can see they are really cool. The regular controllers are really black and boring, and these, we add some colors to those.
So is this make it any better to play? Like, is it more hand-friendly? What do you think?
Absolutely. We add those two paddles, and they has the ergonomic shape, so they are very comfortable to hold it. They are assigned to X and O, so you don't have to take your thumb off when playing. So it's very quick. You can use 6 fingers at one time. It's very convenient, very quick. They improve your gaming speed by 30%, effectiveness by 30%. So yeah, so if you would like to be a pro player, this is right for you.
I'm definitely wanting to get one of these. So where can I get them? Can I get one here? Probably, but do you have it online?
Yes, we do. We have online store. It's AimControllers.com. You can customize the way you want it. You can put a logo, you can put a gamer tag, you can add smart triggers, smart bumpers, paddles, and the soft grip.
All right, thanks, Leah, so much for talking to us.
This is the Q from Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. I'm here with Sierra Hannah from Power Rangers Megaforce. Yeah. How's it going? What do you like about coming to these Comic Cons? And do you like big cons or small cons?
I think I like smaller cons better because I can actually talk to people versus bigger cons. It's kind of like, okay, hey, hi, and that's it. Versus I can have a conversation with people and joke around, maybe talk about the series a little bit more in depth.
The smaller ones, though, what I appreciate is that I get time to spend with more like my fans and get to know people. It's more intimate. The people promoting it usually are more family oriented.
I just love coming to meet all the people that loved the show growing up, being able to hear their stories and how it inspired them, and I think it's always great to hear those stories.
This one dude, man, he came up and he's like, "Hey, man," and I could see him several people back. He was in tears already, and so he finally gets up, and I'm prepared. I'm like, okay, this guy's not gonna get me, man. I'm gonna be good. And he starts talking to me. He's like, man, my dad and I used to watch Power Rangers together when I was 4. Like that was our thing. And you know, we both loved the Red Ranger because, you know, you were brave and you were strong. And so he died 6 months after we started watching the show, and my heart just dropped. He says, so I took my Red Ranger toy to his funeral and I laid it on a pillow next to him in a casket so that he would be brave like you when he went to heaven. And I was just like it chokes me up. I still get goosebumps, you know? And how do you, I mean, you're touching people's hearts and minds.
So did you like the movie, the new movie that came out?
I did. I actually liked it. I mean, it was kind of weird sitting there in the theater and hearing the name Zordon over and over. But I mean, I really enjoyed it.
I'm pretty sure they'll do a sequel. Pretty positive. I think the next 3 or 4 are already written. So, I mean, it'd be fun to show up. Like, I'll buy a corn dog and walk on the street.
Are you trying to get into the sequel as well?
Hell yeah, I would love that. I would hope Simon would hit me up for that. I don't know if I'm going to qualify. We'll see.
It's time for our last commercial break. Stick around.
Join the pop side with new Pop Chip Star Wars Galaxy Puffs, the perfect intergalactic treat for the Star Wars lover in all of us. These aged white cheddar pop puffs come in a variety of shapes, are gluten-free, non-GMO, and made with real cheese. Take your snacking into hyperspace. Find all of Pop Chip's great flavors in your local Kroger.
Happy Hanukkah from Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. I never liked you, schmuck.
I want to blend my business education and athletic skills and open my own fitness center. At Lawrence Tech, I'm learning how to research, present, and to really think like an entrepreneur. And I love the small college feel here, where there's always something to do. We have men's and women's intercollegiate sports and dozens of student organizations. I can't wait to apply what I'm learning here in the real world. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
When every seat in the house looks like this, there are no bad seats. Pull up a chair and get face-to-face with the best burger you'll ever have. Bagger Dave's, locals wanted.
When you graduate from Northwestern Tech, heating and cooling companies take notice. And getting noticed is nice, but even better when it comes with respect.
With a demand for HVAC techs and the type of money you can make in this industry, skilled tradespeople are getting the respect that they deserve.
Hands-on training, experienced instructors, and thousands of Northwestern Tech graduates.
In just 10.5 months, you can have the career and the respect you deserve.
Northwestern Tech, the HVAC school that works.
Welcome back, everybody. What do you have for us, Jill?
Well, I talked to a couple ladies that put the Chic in Geek.
Hey, it's Jill here with Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi at the Stan Lee Kamikaze in LA. And I am here with Lauren, who custom makes corsets. Lauren, tell me a little bit about your booth, what you have here.
I've been making corsets for 12 years now, so it's kind of been like a weird niche part of the market that I've kind of tapped into in terms of making corsets, because not a lot of people know how to do that.
So where did the idea of superheroes and corsets kind of meet?
And I had this Star Wars fabric in my bin of random fabrics, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to make a Star Wars corset?
Yes.
So I made myself a Star Wars corset, and then I wore it to Comic-Con, and everybody's like, I want your corset.
Yes.
Where'd you get it? And I'm like, well, I made it. So I made business cards, and that's kind of how my company was born.
Some of them look really small now. How do I know if it's going to fit me?
Well, we take all of your measurements, and we make sure every piece is custom made to fit you perfectly, so you'll always have something that you know is going to fit.
Tell me about your cosplay you're wearing today.
So this is my Wonder Woman Xena mashup. So Lauren of Castle Corsetry made my amazing comfortable corset and skirt, and Todd's Costumes made all my armor. He made all my Xena armor.
Your love of cosplay and geekdom. Tell me about what you've got going on at your booth.
The company that I run is the Geeks of Chic. I run it with Lauren Masesic of Castle Corsetry.
You guys have not only done cosplay, but you guys kind of have taken this geek fashion and mixed it into everyday wear.
Absolutely, because geek now isn't the the unpopular, it's pop culture. The biggest blockbusters are Wonder Woman, are the Marvel movies. That's what's popular now. So like, it's really cool to let your fandoms and your geek flag fly.
Especially for girls, I love it because now I've been doing so many Comic-Cons, and as you see, more women are more evolved in this world, and
absolutely,
it's
100%.
amazing.
I know, like, and I'm sure you know, like, when I was in school, not so long ago, I would wear my T-shirts under my school uniform or under my dress code because, like, I would wear my Lord of the Rings T-shirts, and that's how I would show my fandoms. But we've evolved from T-shirts.
We're not just pretty cosplayers; they're nerds at heart too.
Thanks, Jill. Great job. And now let's bring out Richie, who's going to tell us about the best movies of the year. And you have some kind of algorithm you use to figure that out?
Yes, what I did is I took the Rotten Tomatoes ratings and I took the box office and I crammed them all together and mashed out some numbers, and this is what we got. Critics and some fans hated it, but there was just enough love for Justice League to make our list at number 10.
Is that a monkey?
Kong Skull Island comes in at a king-size number 9. Some purists were against the humor added to Thor Ragnarok, but that didn't stop the movie from connecting with audiences and critics.
Hulk like fire, Thor like water.
Oh, kind of both like fire.
But Hulk like raging fire, Thor like smoldering fire.
While Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 doesn't live up to the original, it's still nonetheless number 7. Rolling in at number 6, War for the Planet of the Apes, which caps an incredible trilogy that shows remakes could still be done right. Fanboys didn't care for Batfleck and Justice League, but the Lego Batman movie gets the character right in the funniest way possible, and that's why it's our number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Logan, which gives Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart the send-off their characters deserve. And the next movie on our list, Spider-Man Homecoming. This fresh take on the classic character is a welcome change of pace from the last attempt to reboot the franchise. Our runner-up for Movie of the Year is the latest installment of Star Wars, The Last Jedi.
This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
The superhero movie that made the biggest splash this year is Wonder Woman. While not a perfect film, it is a much-needed change of pace for the crowded superhero movie-going landscape. Plus, DC fans rejoice because they finally got a truly great DCEU film. And that's why this movie is our number 1 pick.
I cannot stand by while innocent lives are lost. Be careful, Diana. It is our sacred duty to defend the world, and it's what I'm going to do.
Well, thanks everyone. That's another season of Comics, Beer, and Sci-Fi. Thanks for sticking with us. And of course, thanks to our sponsor, Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything.
That's right. Thanks everyone for a great year, and we'll see you in 2018.
Hey!